everyone. I am so looking forward to today. Today we're just gonna have a very slow, cozy, wintry Sunday, and I just thought I'd show you what a typical Sunday in December, in festive season, looks like for me. In very wintry England fashion, my plans for the day had been to go for a lovely walk outside, and it's now torrential rain. So we now have the question that presents itself so frequently for those of us that live in England, which is, do I go for a walk in the rain or do I skip a walk today and just enjoy a cozy day inside? I don't know, we're gonna see how we go. But I just want today to be super slow, super chill, super peaceful, and just a bit of like a decompression, unwind, comfy Sunday. So that is the plan for today. This morning, I've had a pretty slow start. It's about 10 o'clock now. Woke up, put a load of laundry in, made the bed, got ready for the day, and it was so nice just having like a slow everything shower using all my favorite products, one of which I wanted to talk to you about now, because without a doubt the most underrated bathroom product, which could easily be your favorite too if you make the switch like I did to a Siri toothbrush. Today's video is very kindly sponsored by Siri. I started using my Siri toothbrush, which is actually this one. This one is mine. I actually started using my Siri toothbrush back in the summer, and it has had such a positive impact on my teeth. I have been suffering from gum recession. It's not that aggressive, it's only a little bit, but I've basically been brushing too hard, or I've been brushing with a brush that has bristles that are too aggressive for my gums. And if you have gum recession, or if you don't want it. It's horrible, it's so sore. So I was on the hunt for a toothbrush that was just a bit more gentle with my teeth while still giving me like a supersonic clean. And Siri has been the answer. My dentist is so much more pleased with my teeth and the state of my gums really since I switched to Siri. I was just so impressed by how gentle the clean is for how powerful it is, if that makes sense. You guys also know how I feel about single-use plastic in bathroom products, and Siri is such a great switch if you want to be a little bit more sustainable with your toothbrush. The Siri heads are both recyclable and plant-based. So Siri currently have 15% off on their website, but if you use code Ellen, you can actually get extra money off on top of that and get 20% off. So because it's Christmas season, I think a Siri toothbrush is such a lovely gift for somebody. First of all, it hardly needs pointing out, but the design of the Siri toothbrush is so sleek. It's such a beautiful looking toothbrush and looks absolutely stunning in your bathroom. So if you've got a mum or a sister that loves like lovely looking bathrooms and likes everything to be nice and aesthetic and beautiful, then there is no other alternative. It has to be the Siri toothbrush. It's the most beautiful looking toothbrush on the market, in my opinion, without a doubt. Or if you've got anybody you know that absolutely loves traveling, the biggest bonus of the Siri toothbrush is the battery life, 40 plus days. You get a battery life of 40 plus days. I can't get over how significant that is. My last toothbrush would die maybe after 2 or 3 days. I got absolutely nothing out of it, and it was so painful always having to remember to charge it so religiously, and this lasts you so long. So it's so good for traveling. If you know anybody that goes away a lot or is a bit of a traveler, then this is absolutely perfect for them. It's also really worth mentioning the travel case as well. Actually, the travel case is also beautiful. So you slip your toothbrush into your case, and it's USB-C charging, which is great because you plug it in here. You don't need a separate toothbrush charger. And the travel case is also self-cleaning. There is a little light in here that helps clean your toothbrush. Genius. So as I mentioned, 15% off the website currently, but if you use code Ellen, you'll get a bit of extra on top of that for a full 20% off. I'll pop the link in the description box, but thank you so much, Siri, to sponsoring this part of the video. It is always such a pleasure working with you. Now for me to evaluate the plans for this morning. Do we go for a walk or not? The rain is letting up, and I was really hoping to go and see my friend Amelia and baby Livy, because I'm getting that feeling where, you know, when you just need to cuddle a baby, and especially one that's as cute as Livy is. So maybe even if I just like take round a coffee to hers and we just like sit and have coffee and baby cuddles, and then when the rain stops we can jump outside for a walk. We'll see how we go. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Right, I'm gonna text Amelia, see what the plan is. But either way, we're taking it slow and chill today, which is the obligatory Sunday vibe.
On a walk and it's cold and it's windy and your eyes just water the whole time. I feel like anyone that is going to see me out and about is just going to think I'm just like sobbing on this walk. And I swear I'm not crying. Oh gosh, I'm right near the deer. Oh, they popped out of nowhere. Wow. Look. I will never not be amazed at having wildlife, what feels like right on my doorstep, that's more than just like a pigeon or a squirrel, which was about the extent of it when I lived in Zone 2. And now I have this, like, just right there. So nice.
We're back, so I'm probably looking a little bit worse for wear now. It's definitely very soggy out there. Cameron's now home as well. He spent this morning playing golf and he didn't have his umbrella and him and his friends got very, very wet. It really was pouring, but now we're back. He's showered and warm and it's Sunday afternoon. It's now about 4 o'clock and 4 o'clock on a Sunday only means one thing. There is only one thing for it. Let me know if you also live in the UK or anywhere in the world. I don't know if people have roasts anywhere else in the world. What time do you do your roast on a Sunday? I'm pretty flexible. It's like an afternoon thing though. It's not like a dinner thing. Like I don't do a 7 p.m, 8 p.m. roast. It's like a 2 till 5 activity. So 4 o'clock is pretty much perfect. So the loot that we've got, we picked stuff up on our way back. The fact that you can hear Cameron hammering when we said we were done with DIY until the new year after we finished the living room, and he's still finding things to hammer and anyway, so today is what we would consider a cheat roast. Sometimes we do it all properly. When we do it all properly, it's obviously way better. There's nothing as good as when you make it all from scratch. But today we're pretty exhausted. It's been a super busy week, so we have cheat roast ingredients. So for like the mains or like the meat, as it were, we're very what's the word? This is not traditional in any sense of the word. Cameron's actually got some grass-fed beef boerewors, which is like South African sausage, which one of our friends spotted it in a supermarket and thought Cameron could do with a reminder of home. So Cameron's actually got like beef sausage as his meat, and I have the Pie Minister wild shroom pie. This is one of my favorite veggie pies. It's so good. So we don't have like proper meat roast at all today, which we do normally do, but today we've got random mains with all the trimmings for 2 very exhausted people on a Sunday. So we've got cauliflower cheese, obviously. We also have, which the fact these 2 things should never go together in a roast because it's just too much. We've also got potato gratin, so it's a very cheesy roast. We've got some red cabbage, which is honestly one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites to have when the red cabbage, like the Christmas red cabbage, starts coming out of the supermarkets. We've got broccoli as our greens. Probably my favorite like roast greens is like roasted leeks, and probably like maybe broccoli isn't there, but like roasted leeks as a roast like side, and like green cabbage, but at Christmas it has to be the red cabbage. And then what else have we got? Oh yeah, stuffing, but again not like proper nice stuffing. We've got the packet stuff, although I will say that I have to be honest, I genuinely really like this. I know it's like out of a pack and you just add water. But it's honestly pretty good. Like, I genuinely like this stuffing, but none of this is like highbrow. This is not a highbrow roast. And then we've got Aunt Bessie's Yorkshire puddings. This was the only style bag we have. My dad would be very ashamed. And my sister. My dad and my sister are the king and queen of making Yorkshire puddings. They make the best Yorkshire puddings. But again, today's a lazy day. And then we also got, for pudding, our first mince pies of the season. We haven't had a single mince pie yet, which is crazy that we're like in December and we haven't had a mince pie. So we've also got them. I don't know what you think about mince pies. I personally love the minis. I think the minis are great because it's a better filling to pastry ratio. And sometimes in the big ones, there's like too much filling for me. I like there to be like a nice balance. So these ones are the brown butter mince pies with cognac. And we actually already have some custard in the fridge. So it's gonna be mince pies and warm mince pies with custard for pudding, which is amazing. So that is the loot. Not the healthiest roast, but so delicious. And the good thing about this stuff is it means we just get to stick it all in the oven and then chill on the sofa. We're gonna get the fire lit because it's gonna be dark any second now that it's 4 o'clock. And we're gonna stick the TV on. We've currently been watching The Day of the Jackal on, I think it's on Sky Atlantic, but we don't have proper Sky. We've got Now TV and you kind of get it, you get some of the Sky channels through now. And it's so good. If you want, how would you categorize The Day of the Jackal? It's like action thriller, maybe. It's Eddie Redmayne. It's so good. Like, we're gripped. We watched it too late last night though, and then I couldn't sleep, so then I had to watch some New Girl in bed before I could fall asleep. But The Day of the Jackal is so good. Highly recommend if you want like a great show to watch. We've also now like finished Slow Horses because we hadn't watched the latest series that came out. Loved that. We've finished all of Shetland now as well. Love Shetland. And now we're watching The Day of the Jackal. So those are 3 show recommendations for you if you need a great, like, kind of like unisex. Not that TV is like gender-based at all, but you know what I mean. Like, sometimes you want something that's like really good, like unisex TV. Anyway, it fits Day of the Jackal. Watch it. Right, I'm gonna get all of this in the oven now. Sit down, probably go put my pajamas on, to be honest, so that I'm in fully comfy clothes to watch TV before we have our roast. I'm actually super hungry, but because we're not cooking like a proper like joint of meat, this will be ready in about 40 minutes, which is amazing. Happy Sunday. Dinner is served. That is so much food. Normally I would just have like a pie and broccoli, and this time I've got plus potatoes, plus cabbage, plus... Anyway, I'm going to be in a food coma probably for the rest of the week, but this looks so good. Yeah. Okay, now to eat and keep watching The Day of the Jackal.